Hi everyone, Nicole here, your library director and fitness instructor at Cannon Falls Library. Today I'm going to do a chair cardio class. I'm actually not at the library, I'm in my spare bedroom / workout room at home today because I'm practicing social distancing. So the only equipment you need is a chair, nothing else. All of this entire workout is low to no impact because you're just going to tap your feet on the floor. If anything is a little bit too hard, as in range of motion, just do what you can do. Don't push yourself to pain. If you feel lightheaded, if you feel like your heart is beating too fast, slow down or stop. Make sure that you've got permission from your doctor to be working out and doctor's clearance. Always make sure that you're taking care of your health and have fun. So when I'm teaching these classes at the library, I always have music playing in the background. But because of licensing, and I'm not playing any music today, so we just have to listen to the music in my head, or I have to. But I highly recommend pause here, find your favorite music, turn it on, move to that. I can work without music. It's just more fun with it. So with that said, I'm going to go sit in my chair and then we'll get started. So we always start with a warm-up. That's really, really important. So just sit on the edge of your chair and sit up straight, feet flat on the floor, and roll your shoulders back about 10 times. This gets our shoulders warmed up. And now let's make them go forward. And see, I'm getting my arms involved too. That really, really helps. And let's get our heads going. Let's go down and up. This helps to loosen up our necks. As we get older, our necks get tighter. Sometimes we wake up with a crick in our necks. We really need to work that out. Let's do one more. And now look side to side. This really helps work the crick out of your neck. I have one. It feels good. I'm not moving too fast. If I do move too fast, then it would make my crick worse. Okay, next thing we're going to do is tree huggers. So reach out and then hug. So think you're reaching and hugging your grandkids or your kids or your significant other. And right now with social distancing, we're really not able to hug a lot of people. So hug as tight as you can. It's good for you. All right, now let's do some arm swings. It's getting our upper bodies all warmed up. You're going to see me looking down a lot. I have my lesson plan on the floor, and then I also have the timer on my phone. And that helps me know what we're doing. Okay, so now we're going to do trunk twists. Keeping your feet flat, just turn your shoulders one direction and then the other. And one thing I want to say is this is a moderate level activity, so you should feel a little bit short of breath when you're once we really start moving. If it feels too much, then you just reduce how quickly you move. We're going to do leg circles. This is going to get your whole leg opened up. Grab your chair to do it. But yeah, and if it feels too easy, then move faster. If it's too hard, move slower. Okay, plant that foot. Now do the other one. This gets your hips warmed up. Our hips tend to get tight. And see, I'm holding onto my chair so that I don't fall over. All right, now we're going to circle our ankles. So your foot's going to go out in front and roll it as well as you can. And then roll it the other direction. All right, now the other foot. Roll one direction. And then roll the other direction. And that's our warm-up. We've gotten everything loosened up. So now I'm going to start the timer and we're going to start exercising. So turn on your music. I'm going to play the music in my head. And the first thing we're going to do is, whenever we hear the timer, is we're going to do chest presses. So we're just going to push and pull back and push and pull back. And when we do this, what you want to do is squeeze your chest muscles and push away super hard. So, and then breathe out and in and out and in, out, in. This makes our chest stronger. In, out, in. Press really hard. You're pushing something away. The next thing we do is marching feet. So just march. Remember, if I'm going too fast for you, you just go slower. All of our exercises are 30 seconds, or all of our moves are 30 seconds each before we go to the next one. It's enough that we start getting used to it, and if I give you a move that's a little bit too confusing, you'll get used to it. But if something's confusing, just do something more simple. All right, now we're going to keep the feet moving. Our arms are going to go out, and we squeeze and open. Squeeze and open. Squeeze, open. Squeeze with your chest muscles. This is working our shoulders and our chests. If you have shoulder mobility issues, just make your hands go lower and your shoulders lower. But this makes our shoulders stronger. And when we use upper body and lower body at the same time, it makes our heart work faster. So now we're going to tap our heels in front of us. So tap, tap. I've set myself in a position where you can't really see my feet, but I'm kind of flexing my foot. It's just my heel touching the floor. And to get your heart working a little bit more, you use your arms. If you really don't want to, if that's too much, then just don't move your arms and just use your legs. It's whatever works for you. Now, we're going to do some arm raises. So they're going to go out and down, out, down. Breathe out and breathe in. Breathe out and in. Out, in. Out, in. Keep breathing and keep your back straight and pulling your belly, because this works on our entire upper body. It's good for our posture. Try to squeeze your shoulder blades together too. All right, now we're going to go out and in. Out, in. So it's a side tap. This works on the muscles on the inside of our thighs and the outside of our thighs. So out, in, out, in. Breathe however you want on this one. Just don't forget to breathe. All right, we're almost through with this one. And remember, if this one's a little too easy, then just go faster. Okay, so we're going to reach up and touch the sky. Up and touch the sky. Like you're really trying to reach something. This opens up the side of your body and it strengthens. And if you want to go faster, then you go like this. If you want to go slower, you wait until the other hand goes down. So do whatever tempo works for you. Next move is going to be leg extension. So you're going to make your leg go straight and down. Now the other leg, straight and down. Squeeze your thigh muscles. This is a leg workout right here. Making your legs stronger. And really, really squeeze them. There are the fronts of our legs, those muscles are called our quadriceps. They are really, really important for maintaining our balance and for keeping us upright when we're walking. Next is going to be reach up and pull something down. Like you're reaching at the top of your closet and pulling down a blanket. So reach and pull down. Try to pull your shoulder blades together and pull with your back muscles. Get those muscles involved. And when you pull down, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now both legs are going to go out, in, out, in. If this is too easy, then you add your arms. Do whatever you want with your arms. But this one is a lower intensity, still low moderate intensity. So that's why I'm not doing a lot of upper and lower body at the same time. So out, in, out, in, out, in. In a few seconds, we're going to be doing the next thing, which is bicep curls. So pull, pull, squeeze your elbows in close to your waist and lift. Really squeeze your upper arms. Pretend you're picking up a bunch of heavy bags of groceries or your purse, but you both arms. So really squeeze the muscles in your upper arms. This is a bicep curl. All right, now we do knee lifts. Lift up, and then the other one. I'm going to get my arms involved. And see, I like to use the opposite arm because I am crossing my midline, which is an imaginary line down the center of our body. And when I'm crossing my midline, it actually gets my brain working a little bit better and rebuild some synapses that start to decay over time. So really try to think about getting both sides of your body working. Okay, so now we're going to do press back. So make your hands really flat, shoulders down, and I want you to push really hard, like there's something behind you, like you're slapping somebody's hand away. And squeezing the backs of our upper arms. Those are our triceps. So this is like a tricep press. So if we were holding weights, then it would be harder. But we can also pretend that we're holding weights and that makes our muscles work. Okay, so now we're going to tap our toes in front of us. So you're trying to make your toes, you're pointing your toes a little bit to touch them in front of you. And I'm getting my upper body and my lower body going a little bit with my toe tap. And see, I'm using my opposite sides to cross my midline just a little bit to keep my brain nice and strong. And then we're going to reach across like you're trying to tap your neighbor's shoulder. If you have a neighbor. I don't have a neighbor, so I'm trying to touch the opposite wall. So I tap and tap. This actually is working our core muscles. So sit up straight, not stand, and pull in your muscles and breathe. Next thing is we're going to do heel taps again. So see, I'm using my arms and I'm tapping my heels on the floor. And we do these, remember, for about 30 seconds. This whole workout is less than a half hour, so it's very, very doable. Sorry, I hiccuped. I have random hiccups. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is, remember that, reach across the body. Now we're adding to it. So reach out, or reach to the cross, or reach across and make your foot go to the side. This one, it looks complicated, but it's the same side of your body doing the work. So see, it's my right side, my left side, my right side, my left side. So that's all it is. It looks more confusing than it actually is. All right, and then march our feet. And march, and march, and march. And we've been doing this for a little while, so I'm actually adding a little bit of intensity. I'm moving a little bit faster because I want my heart to work a little bit harder. Remember, if I'm doing something that your body isn't able to do, then just march. Okay, so now you are going to tap your knee. You're going to lift your knee and tap it. This is a little bit of a crunch. Pretty basic. So it's a little bit of a core workout. So when we lift our legs, it's using our lower abdominal muscles. And when I bring my shoulders down, it works my upper abdominal muscles. So now I'm doing a cross. You can do this. You can cross to the other, or just touch your knee with your hand. And notice I'm touching the opposite knee. So it's another crossing the midline. It's good for your brain, and you can slow it down. Okay, so now let's do some jumping jacks. You're going to go out and in. So I think these are the funnest, easiest jumping jacks I've ever done. And if you can't really get your arms over your shoulders, maybe if you have frozen shoulder or something, then you just make your hands go like this. You just do what you can do. All right, now let's do some punching. I just think that's fun. I do a lot of kickboxing workouts too, and I really like punching. That didn't really sound right, but I think that the punching exercises are fun. It just keeps our body going. And I might do it a little bit differently the second time around. So we're about ready to start over at the beginning. So we're gonna go press and squeeze those chest muscles. Squeeze, squeeze. Can you believe we're over halfway through the workout? We're getting there. All right, push and push. Really squeeze and use those muscles. And marching feet. And notice I'm moving a little bit faster. If I had music, everything would be with the beat of the music, but that's okay. So recently I had foot surgery. I wasn't able to do any stomping, so I just kept my feet in the air when I did this. It actually works my leg muscles and my core muscles a little bit harder. But if you've injured your foot and it hurts to touch the floor, that's okay. So we're going to keep doing these marching feet and chest fly now. So squeeze those elbows together. See if you can get them to touch each other. I know that's hard. I know some people just don't have the shoulder flexibility to make that happen. You just do what you can do. And you just keep going, keep moving, because the important thing is that you move. And don't forget to breathe. Okay, now we're gonna do heel taps. And I'm just doing whatever tempo works for me. You can do the speed I'm doing it, or you can do the speed. You can go faster, you can go slower, whatever speed works for you, or whatever speed, works with the music that you have playing in the background. Because that makes a difference. It sets the mood, it gets you pumped up. Okay, so now we're gonna do arm raises, but now it's more like zombies. The zombie arms. I like to do arm raises in different directions because it works different parts of our shoulder muscles. Because we've got our front shoulder muscles and our side shoulder muscles and our back shoulder muscles, and all of these make us stronger. Make our shoulders stronger. Okay, so now we're going to do the out and in, 1 foot at a time. And remember, still sitting up straight. Don't forget to breathe. Breathing is important. You don't want to pass out. And remember, if it's a little bit too hard, then slow it down. If it's too easy, you can go faster. I'm going at I think a good healthy pace. This is very moderate for me. Okay, so now we're gonna reach up to the sky and pull down both hands. Yeah, pulling down both hands. Oh wait, nope, we're supposed to be reaching up. Sorry. So just reach up and tap the sky. This kind of stretches our backs and the sides of our bodies. All right, now leg extensions. Stretch it. Squeeze it. Squeeze those leg muscles. Squeeze. Squeeze those muscles on the fronts of your thighs. Make them stronger. Make them show off your muscles. And then, if you flex your foot like I'm doing, you can also squeeze your calf muscles. This is a really good all leg strengthener. All right. And now we're going to reach up and pull down and pull down and down. So reach up one arm and pull down. So do you notice that I'm making a fist? That helps me think about pulling down more. So, I could be pulling a can off of a high shelf. I could be pulling a sheet off of a high shelf. It's just one at a time. Okay, now both of our legs are going to go out and together again. So remember, this works on inner thighs, outer thighs. It strengthens all of our leg muscles. I like to work your entire body. It's just, especially if we're doing cardio work, because why not? Especially if we're doing moderate intensity and low impact, because we're not really doing any damage to our bodies. Okay, so we're going to do our bicep curls. So again, sitting up straight, tummy in, and notice I'm making my fists. So you can do bicep curls a couple of different ways. This time I'm doing a hammer curl position, or this is the position we always associate with bicep curls. Whichever works for you. They actually work your bicep muscles a little bit differently. Now let's do knee lift. Breathe out, breathe out, breathe out, breathe out. And I just like to add more. I like to make my upper body work at the same time as my lower body. It makes my heart work a little bit more. It's a good moderate intensity workout. Okay, now we're going to press back. So I'm squeezing my arms into my body and I'm pressing back with flat hands. That really, really helps. And if you want, you could go like this with pulsing, kind of like Pilates, but I'm doing it this way. So remember, do what works for you. I will not judge you, especially since I can't see you. All right, now we're going to do toe taps, both legs and then in. Both legs out, then both in. See, I'm holding onto my chair because I have to lean back a little bit when I reach out. And this also works more of my body. And it's working my legs a little bit differently than when I go one at a time. And that's important. We like to work our bodies in different ways. All right, next we're going to do a hula. So reach out and reach out. Don't you wish you were in Hawaii? I do. It's not really a hula, but I like this is movement. It's just fun. So reach out, both arms, and see, you can lean or not lean, just have fun. Or you can do like the Michael Jackson Thriller zombie thing. Whatever works for you. All right, now we're going to marching feet. Oops, I did the wrong one. That's okay. That's fine. We'll just do something different. So marching feet. I'm getting my upper arms or my arms involved. If you're getting tired, you can do this. That's fine. The important thing is that you're moving. Keep your body moving as long as you're feeling healthy and you're able to. Okay, so now we're going to reach across and step out. So reach across and step out. So see, I'm reaching across my body, but I can also reach over, up and over. That depends on your mobility. If you have a hard time reaching up, then don't reach up. Just reach across. So either way works. But the higher we lift our arms, the more we make our hearts work. So heel taps. So you're stepping your foot out in front of you a little bit and tapping your heel on the floor. Okay. And I'm still working my whole body, and I'm pulling my stomach in for support. This also makes our abdominal muscles stronger. I'm breathing, which you can tell because I'm talking. All right, and now I'm doing this deal. Raise a knee and tap it with your hands. This is a little bit of a crunch motion. My stomach muscles are pulled in, and I'm breathing out every time I touch. All right. This works the entire abdominal area. You might get a little bit tired. That's okay. Now, we're doing that crossing the midline again. So cross, reach over, and cross. So all of the twisting is really coming from my shoulders. You don't want to twist from your lower back. That's really not healthy for your lower back. It should come from your shoulders. And believe it or not, we are almost done. We only have like 2 more. And we're going to do those jumping jacks again. I know it can be challenging because we're almost done. You're probably really, really tired by now. And that's okay. But the more you do it, the more energy you're going to get. Exercise is good for us. And it's fun. Imagine how much better you're going to feel after you're done. Okay, and now let's do punch up. Don't punch yourself in the face though, that would hurt. So you're punching something up in front of you. Keep your elbows in close and punch up in front. And this is actually our last exercise before we start stretching. So can you believe it? We only have a few more seconds and then it's stretch time. So keep that stomach in. And we are done. So let's start our stretch. So I always hold stretches for about 20 to 30 seconds because that releases our muscles. So you're going to put one hand on your shoulder and grab just between your shoulder and your elbow and just pull a little bit. You should feel the stretch in the shoulder of the arm you're holding. And breathe. And then put that one down. And then we're going to do the other arm. So put it on your shoulder, grab between shoulder and elbow and pull a little bit. We don't ever want to actually grab the elbow or the shoulder. We don't ever want to grab a joint to pull while we're stretching because that actually puts more strain on the joint, and we don't want to do that. We want to keep our joints nice and healthy. All right, so put that down. So now we're going to do a little bit of a side stretch. So if you can, reach up, keeping your back really straight. This is a stretch through here and kind of your tummy a little bit too. And breathe out. And put that hand down and then do the other one. Reach up, just lean a little bit and you feel the stretch all through here. And put it down. And now, we're not going to do that one. We're going to do a cat-cow. So you're going to put your hands on your knees. You're going to stretch out your chest and look up. Breathe in and out and in and out. And then put your chin on your chest and make your back go round. This stretches the back of your upper body. Keep holding onto your knees. In, out, breathe in, breathe out, and then go back to that arch. Pull your shoulders back, breathe out. This stretches all through here, all of this front. Breathe in, breathe out, and then we're going to go back through here. Let your chin go to your chest, just relax and melt. Breathe in And breathe out, and then sit up straight. Put one foot straight out in front of you. Try to make it pretty straight. Flex your foot so your toes are pointing back toward you, and lean forward as far as you feel comfortable with a flat back. And if you can reach your foot, then try to pull your toes back behind you. If you can't reach your foot, don't push it. Just do what you can. And then sit up, and now we're going to do the other foot. So that foot goes in front, flex your foot. I wish you could see my foot. Lean with a flat back. And if you can reach your foot and your leg is perfectly straight, you can pull on your toes a little for a bit of a better stretch. Don't forget to breathe, that's important. It helps us relax our muscles. And then that's it. We are done. So that was about a 30-minute workout. And tomorrow I will be posting a little bit of a harder one. This one was a lower intensity, low impact. I also have a higher intensity, low impact, where there's a lot more upper and body going on at the same time. But this is a really good one to start with, and I hope you liked it. And keep in touch. Stay tuned. Bye, everybody.